Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Drazzer here, coming at you with my first normal commentary in quite a while, since I last signed off at the end of August, I believe. Yes, because everything I've posted since then has been live commentary from the tournament. This is not a tournament match. This is against Mopardude, by the way. And this is it's obviously in Fyora League, if you can't tell. This is not a tournament match, however, it took place during the tournament. Basically, it was a practice match. It was a warm-up match. This actually was the match I did right before I faced Pisha in the Fyora League final. And this is basically the prologue, I should say, to that series of videos, because I will post all 4 battles from that series on my channel one at a time. It's going to be one battle is gonna be its own video, and yeah, I'm gonna do that one battle a day probably for 4 days to show you guys the full set. Let me tell you, that was the craziest set I've ever had, most intense set I've ever had, and yeah, I really cannot wait to upload that for you guys, because that really was something I think a lot of people will want to see, and I can't wait to show it. Anyways, this match right here, I'm basically choosing to upload because there's an important message behind it. I'll get into that message in a second, but right now, let me just say, Dual Swords of Scarson, I was not expecting. I was super glad. I was hoping I would see more of that combo. I didn't, but I was hoping I would see more of that combo because I have a Ghost Girl shield, which will fully block that attack, pretty much. But it's fine because attack P, like any constant plus Fan of Swords against dual anagrams will do absolutely amazing things. As you can see from the damage I did there on that turn versus the damage I took. Anyways, and as you can see, Fairy Slingshot has made an appearance. Turns out Fairy Slingshot is a part of the set, and that's kind of what leads into the moral of the story when it comes to the reason why I upload this video for you guys right here. Basically, whenever you're going up against something as unpredictable as a Fairy Slingshot, or say Slumberberry Potion or Sword of Lameness, anything of that type, you've got to run through the tape. Run through the motherfucking tape. It's not over until it's over. Do not play like it's over when you've got a big lead, because with something like Fairy Slingshot around, it's never fucking over. So yeah, that is the lesson, that is the moral of this video, and you'll see why I say that in the end. Right now, let me just get into my set right here. This set is, I'm super proud of this set. Like, this combo right here, Battle Plunger plus Ghost Girl Shield, is a combo I've always wanted to try. I've been wanting to try it for like a year. I didn't actually get a Battle Plunger until like 6 weeks ago, like right when the tournament started in Summer Scorcher. Yeah, because I mean, this combo blocks everything except for fire. It fully blocks dark, aka Swords of Scarces, and it fully blocks water, aka Icicle and Kilpert's Trident, which those 3 things are super common. So to fully block those and then get full coverage in addition to that is just absolutely crazy. Full coverage except for fire, of course, but you don't really see fire. It's not as overpowered as it may sound. You've got some things that would break through it, such as Ghost Girl Sword, Sword of White Lies. I've never run into a Sword of White Lies. It's because of that Hubert Knox shield. That's the only reason why. Those 2 swords, in addition to PCC, Pirate Captain's Cutlass, including Commemorative Battle Fairy Axe. People forget that that's a weapon because they're used to using the anagrams, but like in Fyora League, the Commemorative Battle Fairy Axe is a pretty good weapon, guys. It's a pretty good weapon. I'm just putting that out there. I actually used it once before. I think like in the first tournament, or like between the first and second tournament, I tried it out. And yeah, it's decent. It's decent. Anyways, this is what happens the majority of the time. You go against someone using Fairy Slingshots, they yell at themselves. They're like, "Stupid Fairy Slingshot, why aren't you doing what I want it to do?" And as you can see, I'm using TDK right here, and here's why. The reason why I needed warm-ups is because I was practicing using the Death Knell and Crisp Blue Tunic together. And basically, I was trying to get Mopar under 138 here, so that if it didn't freeze, I could just use TDK again in addition to Thick Smoke Bomb. If it froze then I'm good. But if it froze the first turn, then 138 would be enough so that I can KO right then and there with Attack P, Ice Cold, and Crisp Blue Tunic. Now, I was running a risk here using using Bandage and Thick Smoke Bomb, and I was going for the freeze again at 139, which is kind of a bad idea normally, because if Mopar were to use Fyora's Tear right here and my TDK were to freeze, I wouldn't be able to KO. I would leave him with 1 HP, and then the full healer would fuck me over. But as you can see, a full healer was not used this match. A Crisp Blue Tunic was used, which is also the major plus of combining the Death Knell and Crisp Blue Tunic, because if I use this combo right here and the opponent also has Crisp Blue Tunic, the fact that I have Death Knell rather than something like Freezing Potion or H4000 Helmet will give me an advantage in the offense it brings. And this is the prime example, alright? So I use my Crisp Blue Tunic. Turns out we freeze each other because he decided to use the Freezing Potion then. So basically we froze each other. We cannot do anything. But look at, if you saw the battle log, it was like 8 to 30 advantage in my favor. Not taking into account the Crisp Blue Tunic. So that's mainly why I love that combo so much. And also, if I miss with the KO move, as long as I still have the Death Knell, like if Death Knell refuses to freeze when I want to freeze, the very fact that I have a Death Knell will get people to heal early because of that extra offensive punch. And so yeah, as you can see, Seer kind of got through that freeze turn, but I didn't really care, because look at the HP here, 217 to 98. It's over. And that's why I chose this combo, like the combo that I chose right here, Attack P, Kelper's Trident, and Ice Cold, because that's just like, fuck it, let's just play it out, Go all offensive and just end it. But as you can see, the FSS here kind of goes off. To some extent, the Ghost Cursor goes off as well. And fuck, it's closer than it was before. I've still got considerable lead. Like, I'm using the same combo again, except this time, okay, I'm going to use Burrow. Because, Burrow. I still need to use Burrow. And, yeah, I can't remember if he had dual FSS. I don't think he did. But anyways, yeah. So, now I kind of recognize that there's some defense that should be put up here. But look at this. Mopar uses Burrow too, and completely takes out my attack. Completely takes out my attack. I do nothing. And this is what pisses me off. If I weren't playing as if I thought it was already over at this point, I would have used Battle Plunger, because I should have known right here that Mopar still has, obviously, Burrow, and, well, not anymore, but also has Fyora's Tear. And I didn't take that into account this turn, too. Like, why the fuck did I not use Battle Plunger? It's because I still thought it was over. But, look, the Fairy Slingshot goes off again. Goes off again. And I can't get anything through because of the T-Tier. And now it's 68 to 30. And I'm like, well, shit, I need to start using the Battle Plunger now. And I usually use FOS with the Battle Plunger because that can go through, like, FOS gets a little bit through Fyora's Tear. I think the reason why I used it here is because I wanted, just in case the FSS went off again, that I would be able to have some defensive coverage against it. And I was confident that this combo I'm putting up right now will be able to do 30 damage. There's no more T-Tier to worry about. And Battle Plunger, like this combo right here, pretty much consistently does 45 to 50 damage when it goes unchecked. But that's kind of the key when it goes unchecked. With the Fan of Swords, as we know, like, I should have used Attack P instead of Fan of Swords. I really should have. But I guess I was still paranoid that, another FSS would go off or something. That it would be FSS and G-Sword. Basically, I thought the draw attempt was coming right here. And I wanted to put some physical defense up. But yeah, I mean, if I started using Battle Plunger earlier, the fight would have already been over and I would have won because the drain would have gone through the burrow, it would have gone through the Steelers tier. And look what happens, guys. The BP drains pretty much nothing. And I am down. I am down. It's 9-16 now. It was 217 to like 98, right? I had 119 HP advantage, and now I have a 7 HP deficit. And again, it was because I played as if it was over. I didn't use BP as early as I should have. And that is why, guys, that is why you should always run through the tape. When you're going up against something that has potential to do what an FSS can do, it's never over until it's over, and that actually plays a role in the finals match against Pisho. Like I take this lesson and I roll with it the first match. You guys will see what I mean when I start uploading that those sequence of videos. That should be coming soon. So be prepared for that because damn, it's an awesome set and I cannot wait to show it to you guys. So anyways, that concludes this video. As you can see, the Dome fails update. And yeah, I get a draw. So remember, run through the tape. Do it.